You know, I realized something. When I first started up this game, it said mentions of pedophilia, incest, and unreciprocated incest. I just realized I am not in a position to trust any of my family in this game. I was like, oh, the brother seems cool, oh, the dad seems cool. No, no, something's going on here. No, it's something to do with the family. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully we see another family. Maybe my family's cool, but the other family's not. But yeah, I kind of just realized that. Ew. Yeah. Ew. Anyway, we're going on party animal. You can play highly back off of Coalesce. Let's get into it, baby. I have my lights on. Feels like my eyes are burning. It does feel like my eyes are. So it's all good. We all good. All right. Fuck me, my eyes. A spark. A tiny robot let out a spark after falling off from a table. Fortunately, the spark was equally as small as the device itself. Asa Argyris. I hope Al doesn't nag me about this. I took a picture of the broken robot with my phone before sending it to Al. It was basically a six-legged mechanical pot that could move around. Sometimes it also played some random noises whenever it felt like. Ultimately, it was something Al made for me to keep me entertained. Get her a phone, get her Netflix, give her a TV. Soon enough, Al got back to me, replying with the, oh, whoops, I'll fix it up when I get home by next month. For now, turn the switch off and keep it in my room. I looked at the date on my phone. It was the 20th of January 2024. Damn, really, Pop, you've been gone. Do I got some news for you what day it is today? Ooh, boy. I'd have to wait for a while for him to come back. Oh, see you then, little guy. I left my room and made my way towards Al's room. Hold on, wait, no, you sent him a text. Meaning that you have a phone. It's 2024. If you don't hop on YouTube and watch some damn, what do little girls watch on YouTube? Fucking JoJo Siwa's latest music video. No, never mind. Her old music videos. I don't fucking know. Um, Popular Mo's back in the day when he was with Jen. Mm-hmm. The house was quiet, understandably so, since nobody else was home. That should have been the case, however. Please tell me just Ma. There was suddenly a sound. I wasn't scared at first, thinking it was simply a rat or something that you should still be scared if that's the case. My concern only showed itself when a high-pitched cry followed. Curious, I headed downstairs to check out what it was about. When I reached downstairs, nothing seemed out of the ordinary at first, until I saw a figure that was smaller than expected, crouching in front of the open windows. Who the fuck are you? This is not your house! It was a girl who didn't seem that much older than I was. Her brown hair was messy, traces of dirt remained spread out across her limbs and clothes, and she appeared to be nervous. Yeah, because she's breaking and entering, and I have a gun in my hand. Of course she's nervous. She's about to get put on she's about to be sprayed all over the damn walls. She was trying to quietly close the window as if I didn't hear her. Oh, you're trying to rob me. Now I'm gonna rob you of your life. Come here. Needless to say, I've never met her before this. This is mainly me talking from the perspective of a child. Brother, because brother, when I was younger, I was given the whole "oh, you're the man of the house now" treatment. Brother, I heard something invade my home. Immediate thought: grab knife. I I saw my front door open, and I didn't know somebody went through the door. I just kind of grabbed like no, I grabbed a kunk beater, which for those who aren't Bahamian, it's just think of it as like a hammer. I was ready to whack the shit or throw that whole like Thor's hammer if somebody pulled up. go into the kitchen, grab a knife, pull up on the person as they're still like reeling from the pain again, hit with a kung beater. Hiya! 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 Stab 38 times in the chest. Simple math, you are not entering my domain. I would be alarmed, though she didn't seem harmful enough. I only stared at her wordlessly, trying to see what her intentions were. After closing the window discreetly, she dusted herself off and nearly jumped when she finally noticed my existence. Whoa! A ghost in broad daylight? No, I'm human. Oh, phew. I was ready to throw you some salt there. Don't scare me like that, nigga. Why are you in my home? Then who are you anyway? Be the one asking you that. You're in my home. I live here. Huh? You live here? Really? Really? Now it's my turn to ask you a question. Who are you and why'd you force your way inside? Sorry, my bad. My name's Sis. What the hell did you just say? Cyrilla Adair. Please just call me Cyril or Psy. I'm gonna call you Psy. My mouth can't make them movements easy. I'm here to see if the rumors are true about this house. What? If the rumors about this house is true or not. No stealing, no shady stuff. I'm just entering and leaving as soon as I can see it for myself. Don't worry. For real, huh? You entering this house without permission is a criminal activity, though. What matters is I don't want to do bad things, so please just let it slide. Maybe I will once you tell me what the rumors are all about. It's probably bizarre or bad enough for you to trespass like this. Am I wrong? Is it that, like, there's a damn ghost girl in the house, and there's, like, they just saw me through the window? You mean you haven't heard? It's like a trending topic around here, especially among kids like us. See what I did there? What? Among kids like... Is that an Among Us joke? Did I just get Among Us joked? Yeah, ha. Sorry, I think I missed your joke. Seriously? It wasn't that it's unfunny, but you just don't get it? You're never in the unit. So it was an Among Us joke. I got Among Us joked by No, I can't bang my table because the mic is gonna fall off. Excuse me for not knowing. You have a problem with that? No. Actually, it's kind of refreshing to see someone who's not chronically online. This isn't... You're lucky you're talking to her, nigga. You're not talking to me. Also, I gave you my full name and you didn't even give me yours. That's unfair, don't you think? I can only let out a sigh. My name is Asa Argris. Asa. Ace it is then. How old are you, Ace? That's the kind of shit I'd be doing, not gonna lie. You give me a whole name? Alright, cool. Obligatory nickname. I don't recall you telling me your age, so why should I tell you mine? You haven't even answered my question about the rumors. Come on, you're such a suck-up. I'm asking your age because you sound like a grandma. With bright hair like that too? Bright white hair like that too? I gotta make sure you're not some real ghost or vampire. Okay, so that hair is unusual. That is just a her thing. Gotcha. Grandma? How did you know that I'm 12? Are you happy now? Besides, monsters and ghosts don't even exist. Oh wow, you're actually younger than me by a year. Seriously, why do you talk like that then? Does that even matter? Well, stop trying to change the subject and tell me about the rumors. Yeah. Alright, type shit, blah blah. My eyes have not gotten any better. Do you want me to report you after all? Fine. It'll be a pretty long story, so can we sit down while we talk? Sure. But if you do something even slightly suspicious... I'm calling the police. Girl, can you just relax for even a second? I promised not to do anything weird, didn't I? Skittle in my mouth, excuse my flinch. And so I brought her to my room, where she then stabbed me 48 times. I was putting my guard up around her. There was also a part of me that felt a little bit happy. It felt like I was bringing a friend over to my room. Never mind that Cyril was no more than an intruder at the time. Why doesn't she go outside again? Is it like a bubble boy thing? Like, why can't she go outside? Like, have shit. After all, this sort of thing was something I had never experienced before. I didn't want to let it show, though. I'd rather die than let that happen, type shit. After entering my room, I ushered Cyril towards a chair while I took the bed. Cyril looked around and scanned the room before she grinned at me. Nice room. So many books over here. No wonder you seem mature. Reading books always doesn't mean you're mature, though. It means I'm bored. I have no TV. Help me, nigga. But in your case, I can't say for sure. First of all, being mature is subjective. You might think that I'm mature, but someone else might think I'm not. Second of all, reading books is only one factor of many that goes towards developing maturity. Okay, honey, we get it. Shut the... Yeah, Cyril, yeah. In our case, given our age, it's absolutely possible that my literacy has contributed to my early maturity. If you're drawing comparisons between the two of us, it certainly seems as if it's a differentiating factor in our upbringings as a whole, something you clearly seem to lack. That and... Alright, honey, I'm gonna stop you right there. You're such a nerd, you know that? Well, just a yes or no question, Ace. Take it easy. Not everything has to be answered like an essay. Is it that bad? Nah, it's actually kind of cute. Kind of, Like a small Pomeranian. Pomeranians are not that smart. That can't stop barking. You know what? Fair. I'll take that as a compliment. Anyway, the rumors. Right. Where do I start? Alright, it's story time. Listen up well. It started a few months ago when I went to school. There's always this really ugly cat that likes to hang out around the building. We call him Grumps. You know, since he's old and looks grumpy. So Gramps, Grumps, you get it. I'm actually the one who named him too. And everyone started calling him that. You have a passion for nicknames. At least I've achieved something at school. I'm a straight C student, baby! Be serious, what does this have to do with the rumors? Patience is a virtue, Asagris. Or Argris, whatever the hell your name is. Listen before you cast your judgment upon me! Alright. So it was after school, Grumps took me to this secret group of 6th graders. Well, they told me it was a secret detective group. They said that they were in the middle of investigating the haunted house. Which is the place we're at right now, you see. Haunted house? This house. Yup. Why? Does my mom and I have albinism? Well, another version of the rumor is that the residents here all look like they've had their blood sucked out dry, or they all look dead inside. But that story is boring and not fun. The house wouldn't be talked about as much if it's just that. See, the one story that mainly spread around the school is that the story that they're keeping corpses here. Very interesting, right? These 6th graders wanted to investigate, but they were all actually a bunch of wusses. So I took on the mission. I was always curious about this place anyway. All of you have very wild imaginations. I, for one, believe that there wouldn't be a smoke without a fire. As crazy as it may sound, the rumor is there for a reason. I'd believe you if it was adults. If it was adults, I'd believe you. But kids just be lying to lie. I'm not... Like, if it was adults, I'd believe you, but like... A kid will say they did a triple somersault off a backflip and then banged a model in that same time frame while being 14 years old. It's not happening, bro. I don't believe that you guys are keeping corpses here, but I also can't be too sure unless I see it myself. I figured I can help confirm that the rumor is false, then you guys will benefit from it too. It's a win-win for all parties involved. More like a catch-22. I don't even... Okay. Let's start with how you trespass instead of knocking like a normal person would. That. See, Cyril, I think deep down a part of you believed that story. That's why you were trying to be discreet. You knew that if the story turned out to be true, you'd be next on the chopping block. Hey, can you blame me? I'm not dumb. I know the world is full of all kinds of freaks. We live in a world where some people kill others for no reason, abuse their own partners, hurt children, and insert other freaky things here. See, that's relevant. That's relevant because of the disclaimers at the start of the video. Not at the start of the video, but at the start of the game. See, that's relevancy. There's incest somewhere in here. I'm telling you now, I don't know where, but it's somewhere in this bitch. If those people exist, then a family keeping corpses in their basement doesn't sound too out of this world, right? I have to keep my guard up, you know? I didn't expect to hear that from someone like you. I'm just saying the truth. The world is a crazy place. Huh, that's weird. If we're going by that logic, then I could be a crazy killer, keeping corpses. And yet, here you are, chatting to me like I'm your best friend. So are you a killer? No. Then that's that. That easily. Sorry, my guts are telling me that you're not a threat, so you aren't. I'm just more afraid of you calling the cops on me, to be honest. Well, even if you do end up being a killer, I have pepper spray. Who bought you pepper? You know what, your mother. You know what, that's actually not a bad idea, give my kids pepper spray if I... Whoa, what am I talking about? I'm not having children giving my friends' children's pepper spray. Whoa, pump the brakes on that immediately. God, please, no, don't do that. No. Yeah, a kid having pepper spray on them isn't a good idea, but take that shit. Let them be competent, please. Besides, I haven't seen anything that proves that this house is keeping corpses. There's no weird smell either. You've lived your entire life here. Is there some sort of secret place that you're not allowed to enter? I opened my mouth wanting to say no, but it simply hanged open. Oh, Ace, what's the silence? There's actually a place like that. Really? But no, there's no way that place has anything that suspicious in it. I should really talk slower, or read slower. How can you be so sure, though? My dad told me that it's just his office. He didn't like having other people go in and out, aside from himself and occasionally my brother. And my brother's an exception, because he's going to continue my dad's work, so... That's really suspicious. It's just an office, isn't it? Why do you need to hide such a boring room? Well, I briefly peeked in there before when it wasn't locked. This looks like a normal office. But it's just a brief look, right? Do you even know what his job is? If he ever told you, then that's getting even more suspicious. Or if he never told you, then it's getting even more suspicious. He did tell me, he's a biologist. Why would a biologist need an office? I don't know what biologists do. A biologist? Hey, this is just a theory, but what do biologists do? What do you do as a biologist? How do you get into the profession of biology? Do you just like study animals all day? Study people? Isn't that technically just science with extra steps? Like being a scientist with extra steps, or am I losing it here? What if he's actually a mad scientist? Yeah, you're pushing it. And how do you know if he's actually not? Well, I don't, but what? You couldn't think of him doing things like that just because he's your dad. But in this crazy world, anything could happen, don't you think? Again, I probably shouldn't be saying. I'm gonna say in what do I say instead of the word? Indent. There's indent in this game, and nonsense in this game. Okay, that as far as I know, baby girl is correct. Adair. Wait a second. Hold on. Oh, oh my god! It just clicked. It just clicked. Oh my. It just clicked. It just clicked. Her name is Cyrilla Adair. The doctor. The doctor who blew my brains out. His last name is Adair. Oh my god. So this is his sibling or something. This is his sibling or daughter, family. One. She's part of his main bloodline. Oh, got the brown hair and everything. Not the same eye color, but that's because Adair be looking at me with them damn shark, fully dilated eyes 24/7. What do I do with this information? What do I do with this? I know I should just continue the game. What do I do with this information? This feels like I've gained too much knowledge not to use this as something. Hmm. Huh. I don't know. Maybe you thought we'll mess up his documents? Can you believe that? Really? Can you confidently say that your dad isn't shady even a little bit? He has anger issues, that's the fact. But that's just a theory. Say it. Damn it! You could have made a game theory joke, bro. Come on. My dad said that I have good instincts when it comes to people, but my ability is approved. You can 100% trust me to judge people. I wanted to tell her to stop spreading misinformation at first, but I couldn't. Nothing came up because deep down, a part of me agreed with her. My dad had been keeping details of his work away from my ears for far too long. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. If you don't know like what your parents like really here's the thing. Here's the thing. I've never asked like my parents what they do, like what they do for like work and shit. But I know what they do. I know what they do. Whether it be because they've been doing it for a long ass time, or the fact of it just come up in conversation. Not even come up in conversation. I just heard them talking about it when I was around. I knew I know what they're doing. There's no reason for like you to not like know on some level, especially if you've asked about it. I could hit up my well, I don't wouldn't need to hit up them up because I know what they're doing. But if they got a new job, I could just hit up the phone, beep beep. Hey mom, what you doing? Oh, I'm doing, but nah, something's up, bro. Not just him, both my mom and Al too. Again, hit up my damn sister. Bedeep, I know what she's doing as well. Hit that bedeep. Hey, what you doing for work? Bro, yes, your family's shady, big bro. Remember we talked about dad's work and what it entailed? They always change the subject almost immediately after. I didn't pry. I didn't want to be more of a bother than I already was. But so you look pissed. Yeah, I went too far, didn't I? Sorry. My brain likes to go conspiracy mode sometimes. I don't mean to offend you. Ace? Arthur? And visit me again when everyone is home. Dang. Oh, did I hear you right? I'll let you judge my entire family or investigate the house if you want. But promise me one thing. What is it? Tell the others that the rumors are false immediately. Whatever we find later, it should stay between the two of us. That means you actually think there might be something suspicious there. Just promise me that. but that means I'll be lying to them. What if we actually find something dangerous? We'll figure it out by then. Please. Sure, we have a deal. She ain't gonna do a damn thing. Oh lord, I really hope like we get to see Asa vibe check the people here. Oh, I really hope we get to see Asa vibe check the people here. Like before like this part of the chapter 2 ends. Good. That day I took a small step towards action. I spent my entire life going along with my family told me. Be good, study well, stay inside, stay out of your dad's business. Why was that specifically a rule? Stay out of his business. Perhaps I was finally at my rebellious phase, or perhaps I was inspired by silly Cyril's bravery. To want to know the truth no matter what she had to do. I'm gonna clock in a theory. My dad is working with Adair in some way. And whatever they found allowed me to become a subject. And either Cyril is in here with me, or Adair, since he's like high up on the totem pole, pulled some strings and got his sister out of there. But our pops was not as fortunate. Perhaps I gained courage because I knew I could pin the blame on Cyril if things go south. Whatever it was, Cyril's abrupt entry into my life gave me some sort of courage to take that small step. She gave me the little bit of bravery I needed to finally act. Ever since that day, she also began to visit me every now and then. All the deal was for us to investigate. During most of our days together, we would just play around like normal kids did. She initially told me this was her way to gain trust. The plan was to make my family like her enough to consider her a part of us. In her words, people are a lot more comfortable showing their bad side to someone they trust. Yeah. Which was eerie thinking back on it. Since I felt as though I could trust her with my life. The more I think of Cyril, the more I began to remember my feelings for her. Looking back on these memories left me feeling warm inside. Even though my memories weren't fully in order yet, I could tell that I would wound up getting attached to her. Yet at the same time, my chest also tightened the more I tried to recall the things we did together. I felt like I wanted to vomit all my intestines out. I felt like I wanted to scream at her. And yet, at the same time, I wanted to hug her tightly and make sure that she wouldn't leave. There were too many emotions associated with her alone. It was odd. And it was dreadful. I don't want to go back to the lab. I want to see what's in the room. When I came to my senses, I felt pain first and foremost. My stomach, throat, and mouth, stiff, suffocating in full, and squirming. Without a doubt, something was moving inside of me. Repulsion quickly rose inside of me, and I sat up and covered my mouth. I tried to rationalize it, thinking that it was just the seed doing its thing to save my dying body, but it didn't work. Ultimately, I couldn't hold it in. I fell out of bed and threw up everything I ate, which was the rest of the poisoned food that I didn't get to vomit out before. Oh, that shit hadn't digested yet? How long were you poisoned? The vomit was an orangish color, with some chunks of mac and cheese still visible. Ugh. It was most likely partially digested. Which meant that I'd been out for at least a few minutes at best, and a few hours at worst. I looked up where my tray was, along with where I threw my bowl of soup. It had been cleaned along with the mini pavlova that I left untouched. I felt a wriggling sensation inside me gradually slowing as the rest of my poison had left my body. Though my inside still felt full, including my mouth and throat. I put a hand on my lips, discovering that some parts of it were bumpy. That's the poison. Checked my tongue as well and found the same texture on it. Yeah, that's the poison, honey. That's called what? That's called cyanide. Yeah. It's shaped with like a root forming underneath my skin. It made me nauseous once again, but the urge died down as soon as I saw the door open. Not this bitch. It was Frida. Well, I couldn't care less about that right now. I stood up and took off, bumping into her in the process. Whoa, what the? It was a stupid decision, but I couldn't care about anything else in that moment. I ran off like my life depended on it, moved my legs as quickly as I could to the point that I couldn't even feel them anymore. My lungs struggled to keep up, though I didn't let that stop me. Amidst my frantic, overflowing thoughts, I suddenly thought of one person. Makoto Fujiwara. Did he feel the same when he dragged me back then? Or my momentum... Oh, wait, no, never mind. His name's Nire. Wait, who's Adair? His name's Dr. Nire. Wait, hold on. So is his first name Nire, or is it a last name Nire? Because if his first name's Nire, I know there's an Adair in this game. I know there is. You seem to be in a hurry. Where are you going? None of your damn business. Well, I need to go now. Step aside. You don't even have anything in your system, though. How would you know? Hey. With these, Dr. Nire grabbed me by the collar and forcefully dragged me back to my room. Welcome home. I'm sorry, I hate her. Can't believe you're back so soon already, Asa. Out of anger, I spat at her. It was definitely a reckless move on my end, though it felt cathartic to do so. I did feel a twinge of regret as soon as I saw Frida's expression darkening, though. Did you just spit at me? Yes, and I'll do it again. Oh! Yes. I'll be honest, you deserve more than that. Maybe a beating with Tsushimore. You really are so cocky, and you're ugly. It's a test subject, and you're just a hoe enough to more, and yet you still don't know your place. I said, ooh, I was about to... I wanted to say some words, but I can't. Because that'd be rude. Arvin, aren't you tired? Arvin, aren't you tired of being treated like this by someone lesser than you? His name's Arvin. Okay, so his name's Arvin Nire. Who the hell Adair? I know that maybe I heard the name Adair in a different game. I don't know. I have an idea, so how about you hear me out? What is it? Let's leave long, deep cuts on her. I ain't going down to a fight. I will shove. I have a Pavlova that's still poisoned. I will shove this bitch down your throat. You will fight me, nigga. On her abdomen, her limbs, maybe her neck even. No anesthesia. Let her be conscious for the duration of the experiment. That ought to shut her up for a few days at worst. You crazy hoe! What's wrong, old one? Are you getting scared now? You asked for it, though. I'm a beat your motherfucking asshole! How about it, Arvin? I nervously glanced at Dr. Nire to see how he would respond. Dr. Frida, I heard rumors that you're touched in the head. It seems that it's true after all. What does it mean? What did he mean by touched in the head? I will not... Okay, he meant that she's crazy. I will not go through with your plan. My job here is not to traumatize Asa, it's to observe the scene and how it reacts to various injuries inflicted on its host. Well, at least I know why I'm here now. Huh, that's funny. You're acting like you haven't traumatized her already. Remind me, who was it again that shot a person right in front of her? Who was it that murdered her over and over now? You might be acting tough, but don't you think you got a number on her psyche already? You might as well go all the way, you know? It's not as if you like her to begin with, right? You were bad-mouthing the hell of her when you briefed us about the project. Dr. Frida, I've also heard about a project that you handled going awry due to its subjects becoming severely mentally ill and some eventually committing suicide. Ooh, I can't say that word. Committing Sudoku, sorry. Ooh. Phew! Caught that! It wasn't even just your project. The subdivision that you led fell into chaos and became inactive as of now. And she isn't fired? That's why you've been transferred here despite my protest. You truly have a terrible track record and a questionable work ethic. Not even a work ethic, just ethics in general. She has none of them. Are you aware that our funds are severely lacking because your division constantly needs emergency funding? And what do you have to show for it? Nothing. Most likely because you were too busy traumatizing subjects instead of doing your job. The only reason why you were able to stay here is the fact that you're the fact that you're the founder's daughter, and the fact that you're intelligent. If you were anyone else with no ties to the founder, you'd be sleeping in the streets right now. At least you wouldn't have been dead. All right, yeah, at least you wouldn't have been shot. Listen, your egotistical behavior might be tolerated in your own division, but not here. As the head of this project and the head of this division, I will have you kicked out effective immediately if you continue to act like this. Do you understand? I would hit her with a sweet chin music after that shit was said, bro. Whatever. That scolding from Dr. Niere, Frida left, almost like a sulking child. I'm not taking what to be fair, I'm not trusting him either. He shot me too many times. He lost my trust, not to mention the fact that bro, it was said that he was talking shit on me, so, you know. Mokolov. Then he turned to me as if nothing happened. How do you feel? Better, but are you sure you're fine with me hearing all that? Yeah, it doesn't really matter if it's you. If it's me, what does that mean? You'll find out soon enough. You will find out soon enough. Me. Right. Anyway, thanks for telling her off, I suppose. I didn't do it for you. Dr. Frida had been nothing but an annoyance to me, so I simply voiced my frustrations. Now then, I will be completely transparent with you. You still need to eat or you will actually die. I was the one who poisoned you without your knowledge, and I apologize for this. No, you don't. No, you don't give a damn. You don't give a damn. You were talking shit on me. You don't give a damn. I don't trust your opinion. The only person who I can trust in this entire building is myself and maybe the other Hines twin. And even then, she listens to orders and follows her job. I can't even begin to trust her. It's just the fact that her pretending to be trustworthy is the only comfort I can have this entire damn building. I don't trust you people at all. I'm aware that you might be reluctant to eat your meals after that. Therefore, I'll make a vow to you. Now on, I will tell you... What? Hold on, shit moved in my way. I will tell you what we are planning to do to you to reduce any harm for all parties involved. You really should have done that sooner. I know. Is this also because of what happened to Miller? How is she? She is still resting and recovering, but I believe she'll be fine. You believe she'll be fine? Ain't no way Miller is gonna... If Miller, like, gets, like, severely hurt because of this, the other Hines twin is gonna... She's gonna beat the shit out of me! And also, if she survives that after being, like, fatally, like, poisoned or some shit, then I feel like she's gonna trust me, because, like, okay, I almost died because of this shit. No, I'm stopping this shit now. See. My chest tightened out of guilt, but I tried my best to shrug it off. No, don't trust her. Don't be guilty. She helped to poison you. Screw her. No. After all, she tried to kill me, but I had it worse than her. It was stupid of me to care. Since she is resting and Dr. Frida won't be any help, I will bring you your meal. I assure you that there will be nothing put in it. A few hours afterwards, I will need to put you to sleep to perform the next steps of an experiment. There will be lacerations made to your flesh. You will make sure to be careful not agitate the seed too much. But what about me, nigga? What about me? What about agitations to my body? Wait a damn second, hold on. I just realized something. If the whole thing is about we're seeing how the seed reacts to, your body being healed and all that. Why wouldn't you give me anesthesia? Like a painkiller? Like, ain't no way in hell that the painkiller like kills the seed or some shit. Just give me a painkiller and then do all this. Well, with like the bullet, I guess it doesn't matter because straight bullet to the head, it's immediate. Like, why not a painkiller? Anesthesia, something. Meth, give me meth. Something to dull the pain. If I'm gonna be in pain, I'll at least be in pain high. You know what I'm saying? When you wake up, it'll be as if nothing happened. I promise. Do you have any questions? I wasn't sure if it was just me. Somehow his wording seemed a bit gentler in both his tone and his choice of words, though his expression remained as it usually was. So I felt conflicted about this change. Dr. Niere, I just wanted to ask. Something happened. What do you mean? I know what you're going to start telling me. I know that you're going to start telling me your plans, but somehow I'm hearing a lot of reassurance there. Words like, we will make sure to be careful, I assure you, or I promise. Or you've always been much more direct, but why would that change now? Truth be told, I didn't even notice that until you pointed out to me. Now he's gonna stop. Now he's gonna be like, damn, you're right, I have been doing that more often. I'm gonna stop that right now. I suppose I could tell you that my perspective shifted ever since the last time we met. Perhaps my words subconsciously changed to reflect that. How so? I initially assumed this project would not last long. That your body won't hold up after I pulled the trigger on you the first time, or after we poisoned you. And yet you held on. The little seed is much mightier than I thought. It seems that I've underestimated you this whole time. Because of that, I've also come to regret my decision to murder Mr. Dr. Fujiwara. My apologies. I didn't know how to word my feelings properly. Simply put, your sheer will to live and that seed capability to support you amazed me. Not to mention that this project is actually going somewhere and could be extremely beneficial to society. Thus, I will do all that I can for you to leave this facility with minimal damage done to you both physically and mentally. Really? Really? You swear that on your life? You're... Nigga, I have been shot in the head, poisoned against my better judgment. I've dealt with Frida, mocked. I've been shown memories of a life I used to live. You've shaved my head bald. My luscious white locks are gone. They're gone, Mirai. They're gone. What do you mean? What do you mean I'm untrustworthy? What do you mean? I've been threatened by multiple people. I've only seen 3 people in this entire facility, and they've all been horrible. I've been showing memories of my family arguing at home. What do you mean I'm mistrustful? You bitches. Sorry, had to let out some frustrations there. Be fine though. I'm not mad at all. If that's the case, then I will try to dispel any doubt you may have by telling you my reasons for being in this project. Oh? You are a part of a bigger project called Project Metempsychosis. The project aims to transfer someone's deceased consciousness into a different medium. Or in other words, resurrection. The reason why I joined was because of its potential. I do not think that you can ever truly resurrect someone. However, if we were able to find a method that could potentially save someone from the brink of death, then it's good enough. Also, I don't feel like you should, be able to resurrect people. No, no. If you're able to resurrect people, I feel like it should only be on some like necromancy type shit. Ironically enough, necromancy is one of like the unlike one of like the most like kind of like you're resurrecting their body, but like, are you resurrecting the soul though? Like you're resurrecting like what used to be there. That the fact that it's living is how it's being resurrected. But like, am I resurrecting the soul? I don't know. Yeah, it's like if you made that one, it's gonna be expensive as fuck, bro. Imagine if imagine we had this like the technology to resurrect people who was uber duper expensive, so you couldn't really use it on like everybody couldn't use it. Imagine if Trump could like resurrect himself over and over. Imagine if damn Osama bin Laden could just keep resurrecting himself whenever he died. Imagine if damn Kim Jong Un could just keep resurrecting himself when he died. Imagine if they resurrected his father and they had to fight for the throne. Oh boy, ooh. That'd be one hell of a movie. You should have to have like good karma. That's the only way you were able to come back. You got a lot of good karma in life, so now you get to come back. Well, it's mainly because of my son. Son, you have one. The fact that the fact. I don't know why I read like that. Just like you have one. Oh, somebody allowed you to hit? Really? Okay. I had one. His usage of the past tense is not lost on me. Sorry. It's alright. It's been 6 years since he died. It was a terminal illness. Childhood dementia. He was a bright kid. Despite the illness slowly taking away his body's ability to move, he still tried his very best. Blah, blah. Fact, he didn't let that deter him. Of course, he'd cry and whine every now and then. I don't blame him for that. Though he was still cheerful, really optimistic, he kept believing that he could live past 10 years old. He didn't make it. He was only 9 when he breathed his last. Hey. So, I'm happy to have had him as my son. Holy shit, he's smiling. Oh no. He was a fighter through and through. Dr. Niere smiled earnestly. This would be a moment if I didn't know if this would be a happy moment if I didn't know you put a bullet through my head and we're going to create lacerations on my body and fed me poison and took away my memories along with that. I didn't expect to see it. I even let out a gasp when I saw it. As expected, his smile didn't last long. After I blinked, his expression returned to his usual wide-eyed stare. But of course, it'd be better if he didn't pass away at all. Only at the time we had that regenerative seed that was inside of you, perhaps he'd still be alive now. So you want to revive your son? No, I don't want to involve my son in this ordeal. He has been through enough, and I wish to let him rest. Instead, I wish to help others who are currently struggling, those who are still alive. Y'all could... Wait a damn minute. Y'all couldn't have did this on a rat. A giraffe. I don't know why a giraffe was one of the first options I thought of, but it's there. A cat, a dog. I mean, I know doing this type of shit on cats and dogs is still unethical, because cats and dogs are still a pig. Y'all could have done this on an animal. Why did it have to be a human specifically? A chimpanzee? Y'all couldn't have did this on a chimpanzee, and we would have been fine. Just strap that fucker to a table and we'll be good. I believe it is much more productive to focus on the living than to dwell on those who have passed. You raise a good point. I looked away from Dr. Niere, unsure of how I should feel in this moment. A part of me relieved that he would trust me and that he had good intentions. No, he don't. He plans to put lacerations on my body. He put a hole through my head. I don't trust this nigga at all. Another part of me felt like I shouldn't cling onto his words too much. It was true that the seed that resided in me could make impactful changes in society. It would be great if it could happen. But all this felt too good to be true. I mean, to be fair, one, how the hell did they make this? If they even made it at all. Two, two, I mean, you saw it work in real time, sister. So it's obviously true. It's working. But at the same time, I don't trust you niggas. I don't know you people. Piss off. There had to be a catch somehow, right? Yes, the catch is me getting a bullet through my skull. And as I thought of that, I felt the living seed inside of me squirm. With that, I hope you could put your trust in me more. If there's nothing else, then I will bring you your food. Please eat plentifully, Asa. Oh, yeah. Through his words, Dr. Nure brought me a tray of meal. On it was a plate of tuna salad, an egg sandwich, and a small bowl of sliced apples. And there was yet another mini pavlova on it. I asked Dr. Nure about it. He also told me that it was from a colleague of his. He did not divulge any more details. I do not trust that nigga. Again, the person behind the pavlova was unclear, but the sight of it was enough to bring me some peace of mind. No, I'd be looking at that thing with the utmost bombastic side eye. My first real meal was truly delicious. Okay, it wasn't a poison. Even after I finished my meal, Dr. Neri stayed in the room and pulled up his clipboard. Why you can't get out the clipboard? Why? There is something I neglected to ask earlier. Since Dr. Miller is not here, allow me to ask about your memories. Though, don't take it too seriously. While I will be noting down the things you say, just treat it as if you're talking to a friend. He was really trying hard to win my trust, huh? He really reminded me of how a guardian would try to bond with their child. I couldn't help but stifle a bit of a laugh. Sorry, a friend is a bit pushing it. You put a hole through my head! Then, a relative you haven't met in a while. Guess I can see that. Good, then that will be it. Do you remember anything new? Yeah, but not much. It's mostly about my home life when I was younger. Do tell me about it. You sure? It's just trivial things I don't think it's worth mentioning about. I'd still like to hear about it anyway. It will also help you pass the time quicker. We need to wait quite a while for the food to digest before we put you under general anesthesia. Okay, at least I'm getting anesthesia with this. Okay. Why couldn't you put me under anesthesia for the poison? You had to trick me into eating the poison. Well, I guess I had to get it down my mouth somehow, I guess. I'm not getting paid for this. I was just grabbed. Where am I? I'm 12. Why am I... So, like, y'all couldn't get, like, an adult to do this? Like, it had to be a 12-year-old girl who has albinism, really? You couldn't get, like, an adult who would be getting paid to do this? Really? No? Okay. Yeah. What were you saying about acting like a relative? I'm sorry, acting is not my strong suit. Yeah, I figured. It's alright, you tried. But sure, I'll tell you, even though it's really mundane. Don't say I didn't warn you. Dr. Niere only kept... What? Only nodded as he kept his gaze on his clipboard now. His pen ready to write whatever story I told him. I remember that there was this girl who trespassed into my home. Dr. Niere wrote without a word. He's really energetic and curious. He told me that she trespassed there because there was a rumor that we kept corpses stored in our house, and she wanted to know whether it was real or not. Indeed, you're right. I don't remember exactly what caused the rumor, but the two of us agreed to investigate it further. Then she would spend some time coming over. Well, we're just playing around most of the time. I called her Cyril, and Dr. Niere's hand abruptly stopped. Doc, what's the matter? What's her full name? Find the reaction odd, I began to hesitate. Why do you ask? Tell me your full name. He repeated without acknowledging my question. Adair. Adair Nere. Nere Adair. I knew the name Adair was like important somehow. Tell me why first. I should have known you would be as stubborn about it. Fine. I thought I recognized the name. That's why I want you to tell me her full name so I can make sure of her identity. And what would happen once you make sure of that? If it happened to be the name I was thinking of, then something would become very clear to me. I cannot tell you what exactly, but I can assure you I'm currently acting in your best interest. For the best of us, so you tell me, so please do. I could tell him or lie to him. I'm saving, because I feel like this is important. That's important somehow. See, here's the thing. I thought the name Adair was important. I thought it was his last name. Like the brown hair, and it clicked it for me. But she has blue eyes, like bright blue eyes. Granted, like siblings can have like different colored eye color. Who knows? Maybe she. No, but brown is a dominant eye color. So that means if somebody has blue eyes, there's not really the chance of like somebody with brown eyes, with some like a person with blue eyes having a blue-eyed baby, you know? Or is it? I think so. So could they have? Maybe. I'm gonna tell him purely off the fact of I want to know, like what, like the significance of Cyril Adair is. But I feel like there's something there. I want to trust him. Yeah, I want to keep this good faith we have. Well, quote unquote good faith. Promised me that he would do anything to minimize any harm done to me. I want to believe in him. Besides, I want to know just exactly who Cyril was to me. I want to see her reaction, and if I'm lucky, he might tell me a thing or two about her. And so I told him. Her name is Cyril Adair. See. Do you recognize the name? I do. Thank you for being transparent with me, Asa. Who exactly is she then for you to even know her? I'd like to apologize first and foremost. I demand you to be honest, but I couldn't do the same for you right now. However, I can tell you this. She's dangerous. We're the same age. She's okay, let's say that it's 2025 in this current moment in time. That means that homegirl would be 13. Cyril is 14. What danger is a skinny 14-year-old gonna do to me? Yeri stared down at his pen, twirling it as he did so. He seemed to be lost in thought. I wanna pick at his brain, bro. What's going on in there? Harry decided to address it. My apologies, Asa. Let me think for a moment. Huh? Is it really that bad? Indeed. I'll take all the time you need, I guess. Thank you. This time, Dr. Neri closed his eyes, all while his hand fiddled with his pen. Left on my own, I awkwardly sat on the edge of my bed and laid down. I simply stared at the ceiling, letting my mind wander off as well. I wasn't sure of how I should feel. The girl was involved in this whole thing apparently somehow. She's 14! What should I make of that? Just who exactly was she? Asa. Huh. I quickly sat up the moment I heard his voice. Yeah? I've come to a decision. You might not like it, but it's the best course of action that benefits both you and I. Come on, man. Please listen and try to understand. Okay. Right. Then I suggest that you stop trying to remember your past. Brother, it's not like I have a choice. You're acting like I'm doing this on purpose. Brother, you shot me in the brain. My memories came back. I died. I had poison injected in me. I fell unconscious, and I proceeded to get my memories back. I'm not doing this out of free will. Wait, what? Stop? Yes. I'm sure I could ask Miller to help you with that. For one, it's for your own good. You could be in danger if you come into contact with her. It was also never a big part of the project in the first place, so we can still proceed even if you don't remember much of yourself. Really? Yes, really. Will you be alright with that decision? Do I even have a choice? Sadly, there aren't any others. Sadly, there aren't any others. I'm sorry. I let out a sigh of resignation. Truthfully, I felt frustrated. At the same time relieved. How? No, I want to see what were the corpses in the basement. I'm glad I saved that. I want to see what the corpses in the basement are. And yet I had this indescribable relief wash over me when I was told that I'm still gonna see my memories. Hopefully, I did this out of like I didn't mean to do this. Eventually, I gave in. Then make it stop. Dr. Neri nodded at that. I swear, if I don't actually get like more of my memories because I went like the I wanted to know about Cyril, some bull. After discussing about it some more with Dr. Niere, he left the room. I waited for a few hours before I was put under general anesthesia. When I woke up again, it was as if nothing happened, though there were bumps on my head, arms, and legs. My memories also stopped flowing in ever since. No matter how hard I tried to remember, nothing came up. Dr. Niere continued to perform the next step of the experiment. As promised, he was incredibly transparent with his plans and details. Miller showed up from time to time to check on my mental well-being, while Frida was just gone. Damn, so Frida got told off, she just said, fuck this, I don't give a damn about this kid. The mysterious person who kept giving me mini pavlovas remained unknown. I know who it is. I know who it is. I know who it is. It's our dad. It's either our dad or our brother, and they saw that they like they're in this business and they're like their baby girl's hurt or like going through bullshit and like here mini Pavlova. On a different note, the fact that both the mother and the daughter have albinism is insane. Because as far as I'm concerned, albinism isn't genetic. It's kind of just a thing that happens. So the fact that both you and your mom have albinism is crazy odd. After a grueling few months, Dr. Nieri finally brought me the good news I've been wanting to hear. I could finally leave this place. Really. I thought I could finally meet my family. I thought I could finally do whatever I want, especially with the seed. However, Dr. Nieri told me that it's unsafe out there. He told me to lay low and rented a room for me to live in. He would check in on me often. It was as if I was truly his child. I left that suffocating room, though it felt like I never did in the first place. The day was cold and quiet as usual. Did I actually leave? I lived out the rest of my days in a similar fashion. Talking to people, but never coming too close with anyone. Working, yet never stayed long enough to befriend my coworkers. Oh, so you're an adult. When I would arrive home, only a small, soulless room awaited me. It was incredibly monotonous. You an adult now. Your hair grew out and all. Your locks are gone. Waste of a life. Nothing has changed from back then until now. Though I suppose that this was the type of life that I would be stuck with forever. Dull, constrictive, and empty. I began to come to terms with it. Wasn't it lucky enough that I managed to get out of that facility alive in the first place? Sometimes I felt guilty for desiring more than that. This was more than enough. Day 2. I would simply sleep and wake up to another quiet day. Ending 1. Empty. So what you're saying is I get to the rest of the game by lying to him. Because again, as far as I'm concerned, so I thought Cirilla and me were homies. What do you mean? God, I didn't really have a choice in it when I told him the truth. Fucking damn it. I mean, to be fair, that was like the most the most get out of there ending I could have. If that was me in that situation, I would have been out of there. And that just proved that I wouldn't have lied. I told him straight up, hey, I had these dreams. I trusted him that one time because he told me about his son. I'm like, all right, type shit. I'm out of there now. Boring, dull life. I could work my way up. I could become a you. He didn't say I could be. He said I had to lay low. Fuck. Wait, why do I have to lay low? Who am I hiding from? Whatever. I would just ask him, hey, big dog, when can I start up my YouTube career? When can I start selling like smoothies off the side of the road? When can I what's a lucrative business that doesn't involve me selling my body or my feet? When can I become a Twitch streamer, bro? Come on, enlighten me. I need that bread. But yeah, that was this episode of Coalescence. This is. I'm gonna get to the next episode next time. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed. Like, sub, all that jazz. I'll probably with the animals next time. Bye bye.